I didn't end up working on my nephew's pullover last night because I worked on a different project, one that I haven't shown you yet. Now, I've made this one before. I was actually a test knitter for this pattern last year. This is another wool and pine designs. I didn't realize I was going to have two of those in this series, but this is the Alchemist slipover. Now, this one's going to be a Christmas gift from my mom. I'm making it out of a Lamb's Pride wool. I got it at the Polywogs booth at Rhinebeck, and the only label it had on it was this little teeny paper one. It says Top of the Lamb, which I believe is the yarn base. It's 100% wool. It's a single ply, almost roving style, worsted weight. And I got 6 skeins of it to make this. Now, this pattern calls for a DK weight. However, last year when I was testing, I got gauge with a worsted weight, a different worsted weight base that I got from the Polywogs booth at Rhinebeck. It makes a denser pattern, a denser fabric than the pattern intended, but I like that. I would prefer a slipover like this for warmth. That's what I use mine for. The reason I decided to make this for my mom is because she asked to borrow mine last year, so I know she likes it. This is a slightly different color. Mine was like a darker brown, but this is what they had at Polywogs, and I thought this would work. It's very similar yarn to what I made mine out of last year. And I think it'll be really nice. It's certainly dense right now. It is trying so hard to curl up on itself. Honestly, for like the first 2/3 of this, it was all rolled up into like one little sausage, and I could hardly get it unrolled to work on it. It was kind of becoming difficult. Now the weight of it is holding it such that I'm able to knit on it. But while I like the fabric it creates, because it is a bit dense, that does make it a little bit harder to work naturally. It's just stiffer, and the tension is a little tougher on the hands. So I have been working on it in little bursts. When I made this last year for the test knit, I got the yarn rather late in the test knit because I knew I wanted to wait to Rhinebeck to find something. So I did end up making it in like 10 days or 11 days or something like that. So I should be fine insofar as completing this by the weekend before Christmas. I have been putting in some time on it. And last night when I was watching TV and I got tired of working on mittens, I switched over to this, and then I just worked on this for the rest of the night. So I never went back to that pullover, which is probably a good thing because I prefer working on that DK weight baby garter stitch sweater to this. So the fact that I did the less desirable thing is good to get the project moving. And honestly, it's farther along than I realized last night. This is where the tie will go, where I have these markers on the side. So that's the underarm. We're quite far, maybe 20-25% through. And I'm still on the first skein. I'm just at the very end of the first of 6 skeins, so I don't think I will use it all. I'm gonna work on that a little bit this morning before work. It is very snowy today. It's coming down right now. The roads are not good, but we carpool and he has to go, so I might as well. So good evening. We've now made it through the entire rather dull work day. Very few people in the office today because of the snow, and I have a feeling it's going to be like that all week long. Anyway, while I've been eating my dinner, I started editing this video. So I thought I'd just give you a brief update before I sign off for the night. I'm winding down, planning on watching Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy like we always do, and I'm going to try to work on those mittens while I do. My goal is to get through the rest of the even repeats. Maybe I'll do the thumb first. I think I'm going to do the thumb first because I need to do the thumb so I can weave in the end on the inside of the thumb before I start decreasing. Because they're lined, I can't get inside to weave in the ends afterwards. If I do the thumb tonight, then I can weave in the end on the thumb while I can still kind of get inside, and then there'll be that much less to do. That just seemed like one of those things that is a hurdle because it's so fiddly, but it actually doesn't take that long. So maybe if I do the thumb tonight, I'll feel closer to the finish line and I'll get them done tomorrow. But I only have like, I think 2 lace repeats left even before I start doing the decreases. So I'm really very close to the end on this one. I'm going to try to focus on that, but if the small gauge starts to get to me, I might switch to a different project, but who knows. Either way, I'm going to go watch Wheel of Fortune and work on the mittens and maybe have some dessert, and I'll see you tomorrow. Good night.